Welcome to Xbox Uncut's episode 333, the end of an era. This week joining me is VERN. Welcome to the show, VERN.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. We also have the wonderful STEPH. What's going on, STEPH?
Yo, what it do?
And we have Will. What's going on, Will? How are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. Is this the end?
I don't know. So I guess we could just jump right into that part. Tweeted out, I guess it's been 2 weeks now. I'm going to be leaving the show for a while. That's my plan. Just need to take a break. I'm gonna, I don't know, become a gamer again and not just like read articles about gaming. Just, been doing it for, I don't know, since before the Xbox launched. It's been almost 7 years of podcasting. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to step away for a while. I don't, as of right now, I don't think anybody plans on continuing the show. Not for a couple months. But, we'll see where that road takes us. But for right now, yeah, this is going to be the last podcast until somebody wants to pick up the mantle. I am not sure who that's going to be right now. I don't want to put dates or like I didn't have anything well written for this, but it's like I don't want to put like a date on it or something like that because I don't want to sit here and lie to people. Like, yeah, it's going to be, when I'm sure one of us will get the bug and we'll want to do more podcasts, and we'll do it, and the podcast will be here, and we'll be committed to doing it. But as of right now, I just personally need time off to take care of a few personal things and take care of and kind of refresh when it comes to gaming, because I honestly never thought the show would go on this long. And it's just been, it's been a fun road for sure, but it is draining over time. And I know it's only 2 hours a week or something like that for most people, but it's just a lot of prep time, stuff like that. So I do appreciate everybody for hanging out with me every week, especially you, Will and Steph. Y'all kept the show going for the last couple of years for sure. And then VERN, you've been here since the beginning. Well, not the very beginning, but close enough. You've been here.
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks in or something like that, yeah.
I think. For a long time. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me week in and week out, even on Thursdays.
Yeah, man. Like, props to you for keeping the podcast on for so long, and you're doing such a great job. Organizing the show and setting up the notes and all that stuff. I know it's a handful. I used to have my own produce my own podcast. It's quite a lot of work going into it. Putting in the news, setting up the podcast. Make sure everybody gets there on time. Scheduling people. So yeah, it's quite a monumental task. So my hat's off to you, Dustin, for producing such a good show for so long. That you get such a good legacy of the show with VERN and Steve and Chris and Tim Dog and you, Jason, Michael. I think it was Michael was on there for a while. Yeah.
Don't forget Devin was on the show for a long time.
Devin, of course, Eric. Eric's
been there Daniel.
Daniel, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then I'm just looking at episode 1. Was Jason, myself, Sean, Greg, and Devin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
July 3rd, 2013 is the first podcast.
That's probably around when first Xbox One came out, right? Maybe the year before, right?
It was. We discussed our feelings on the Xbox One hardware, games, and policies. Was the first episode.
Was that pre-Sessler or was that after?
It was right before. What date was it again? June what?
June 3rd, 2013.
So that was right before E3.
Yeah.
And right after the reveal, right? In May?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This July 6, 2013, Don Matrick leaves Microsoft. Microsoft teases Windows 8 apps on Xbox One.
Wow. What
Microsoft outlines the new reputation system.
Yeah, that was a week.
Planning
That was the week
Gamescom.
before E3 2013. Yeah, before we got to see Rise and Dead Rising 3 and Sunset Overdrive reveal and
Quantum Break offers Max Payne shooting and Alan Wake storytelling.
Oh no, Quantum Break was announced at the initial reveal. Actually, yeah, the reveal it was Quantum Break, Forza, and Call of Duty Ghosts. And then at E3, it was all just games. And people have this... They imagine that E3 2013 was Microsoft's bad show, and that's just the farthest thing from the truth. The bad show was the May show, because they only showed 3 games, and the rest really was TV sports, you know? And then at E3, it was just all games. They showed off Beyond, I think.
I think so.
No, it wasn't Beyond. Below. Sorry, Below. And they showed off D4, and it's actually a really interesting show. It had a lot of varied games, and it made it look like, oh, they're going to have a decent launch. But then they announced $4.99 at the end. And then they showed Titanfall as well, and Titanfall was spoiled by Game Informer, actually. So, as is typical for Microsoft, someone screws them over and leaks all their stuff, you know?
I know. Yeah, that was an amazing E3, actually. If you think about it, it's one of the best E3s I've ever seen.
It really was, yeah.
Absolutely. When it comes down to game announcements, that was a big E3.
Yeah.
But they had already done the damage in May.
Yeah.
And then Sony just later that
was all the talk about how you had to online check-in was 24/7 and like all of that. It was so crazy and wild.
I know.
Because it looked... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Did they leave out stuff from the thing? Did I mention stuff too from the podcast?
You left me off, but it's okay.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Like, definitely stuff as well. Like, I don't know why I left them out, but yeah, much love for stuff as well for keeping it all together as well. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, Dustin.
Oh, I was just that the time period was filled with just 24/7 check-ins and hate and
hate. Yeah, so much hate. That was the darkest year to be an Xbox fan.
But we went from the darkest to one of the brightest. Like, I think
they're in good shape right now.
Yeah, like they're solid. Like, definitely solid.
The future is bright.
Yes. Infinity Line is in chat. And he wanted to say number 1, them headshots, STEPH.
Yeah. You know. Hey, yo, Infinity Line. Now you know when I say I'll be out here busting heads. That's what I mean.
Yeah. We also got Damn, so there might be hope one day. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna miss y'all guys. We're gonna miss you too, Josh. And much thanks, Dustin. Thank you for tuning in every week, Josh.
Yeah, man. Much up to Josh. All the people who've checked out the show and been with us for a while. Special Ed, Cyclotron.
Chaos Asher wrote out to me.
Yeah. Asher as
MM2K.
MM2K for sure.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
Devin's kid is probably a teenager by now.
Really?
I would think so, right?
Didn't he have like a baby?
No, he had a little boy who was always screaming daddy in the background. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was like 5 or 6, which means he'd be close to being a teenager. Maybe he is a teenager. Bizarre, right?
Yeah.
That's how long it's been going.
Should have had his kid on the show.
To do his best impersonation of when he was a child.
No, I mean, I had my kid on the show.
Saying, Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!
Also, I forgot to mention Prophecy and Wicked Soul. Wicked Soul.
Oh, yeah. Wicked Soul and the snacks.
Shout out to me. Also me.
Steph as well. Yeah, Steph.
Yeah, because I was in the chat. That was me.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I guess we can get into the tiny bit of news we have. Red Dead Online. You can get
before
for
you get into
$5.
that real quick,
What's up?
Before you get into that real quick, I was gonna say, I'm definitely gonna keep doing stuff. I don't exactly want to take over the channel mainly because I don't want to sour what you've done with my inexperience, and I'm gonna just try to do some stuff on my own and whatever. And I have always been on other channels too. I want to say I told Will knows that I've been on other podcasts. Which ones? I won't say here. I'll tweet it out.
You can say it here. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Normally, I'm on Next Gen 720's channel, or a couple other people that work out with him. I'll be with them. They're streaming on Twitch or on the YouTube channels and stuff. But I'll probably do some stuff on my own, just uploading like gameplay and shit like that. Like Josh was talking about what he's saying.
Josh is saying right now you need to post more on Twitter. That's all he's saying.
Yeah, I'll keep posting. I just do it whenever.
Twitter game's weak.
Yeah, it is pretty weak because I got a lot of cool stuff that I just clip and I forget to put it up. But anyway, so
I'm just playing. I really don't know
man.
if it's weak or not.
I think I reached out. I had reached out to Will to make some stuff for me.
Yeah, still on that. Sorry, it's still like.
No, you good. You good.
Still behind.
Whenever I get all of that stuff under control, I'm
Yeah, that's good, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I figure I know you do a lot of stuff on your own too. Well, you kind of out there. I see you out there sometimes on other shows.
Every once in a while, but yeah. I mean, always Uncut is always the base.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it was great to do all the show with you, Steph, and VERN, Dustin, of course. And
man. But whenever
awesome.
I do something, man, I'll be sure to. Oh,
sorry, yeah, man.
I was gonna say whenever I do something, be sure to message you, man, because you're my guy. So
yeah, but for sure, man. Like, we're all open to doing stuff. So yeah.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
No, you good. So yeah, Red Dead. You don't have to buy it at full price. I guess at $20, you could pay $5 and play Red Dead Online.
And then spend lots of money on microtransactions after that.
Yeah.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Well, it's a trap either way. I guess this is cheaper to get you in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
A more enticing trap.
$5. I think Red Dead Online's a fun a version, I guess. I don't know. Like it's Red Dead.
If you can handle Rockstar game controls, sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Phil Spencer reveals how developers can earn money through Game Pass, according to PC Gamer. The big reveal: they all have different contracts and deals.
No way.
This is, oh man, it's the biggest clickbait article title of all. Just come on, people. Come on. It's just trashy articles. PC Gamer. Sorry, it's trash. I'm going to trash your website because of it. But yeah, apparently, there's not a basic setup for getting on the Game Pass. Like I said, there's not much. Things leaving Game Pass December 15th. eFootball PES 2020 Console Edition leaving December 11th. And then we got on December 15th Age of Wonders, Infinite Factory for PC, Metro Last Light Redux for PC, Mad Runner for console and PC, Naruto to Boruto is leaving on console, Pathologic 2 console and PC, the Turing Test console and PC, Ticket to Ride console and PC, and Untitled Goose Game for the console.
So we got a lot of stuff leaving.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't think any of that's like too terrible.
Goose Game's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, Goose Game and Metro Last Light I think are the big ones leaving. I guess PES if you're into the foosball.
Yeah. I never tried a Goose Game though. I might try it tonight before it goes off. We'll see.
Yeah.
But the stuff
I heard the co-op mode's pretty fun in that.
Yeah, I'll hopefully I can check that out as well.
But if you're interested in any of those games, you can get them at a discount before they leave. So that's always a nice little thing.
Yeah. Plus the new stuff coming in is actually quite good.
Yeah, definitely. I'm assuming that's the next article.
Which is?
Or did you talk? Wait, did you talk about the new stuff? I'm sorry, I must have missed that.
No.
Okay.
Let me look that up in the meantime.
Yeah, like I don't even know what I was going down Reddit just trying to find articles. Let me tell you,
the new stuff in Game Pass.
Oh, there's a whole. I have it all here. Okay.
Okay.
Coming soon to Game Pass. We have Control, and that's on December 3rd. That's console and xCloud.
Is that regular Control or Ultimate Control?
Just regular Control.
Regular, yeah.
Yes. Doom Eternal is coming to PC on December 3rd. Haven, which is a pretty cool looking indie title. There's a demo for it back during the E3 time period or whatever. That didn't happen,
Yeah.
That's coming to console and PC. Rage 2 will now be playable on xCloud on December 3rd. Slime Rancher coming to console and xCloud, and that was on Games with Gold at one point, I believe. We also have VA11 Hall-A, a cyberpunk bartender action, and that's coming to PC on December 3rd. Yes, Your Grace is coming to Android console and PC December 3rd. Dragon Quest XI, December 4th. That's on console and PC. Call of the Sea is December 8th, Android console, PC. Monster Sanctuary is on Android and console on the 8th. Starbound is coming to PC on the 8th. And then on the 9th, we have Unto the End on console and PC. Assetto Corsa is on December 10th on console and Android. Gang Beasts is coming to console and Android on the 10th as well. And so is Greedfall, as well as PC. So that's PC console and Android for Greedfall. And then we got, two more on December 10th. Super Hot Mind Control Delete, which is that standalone expansion. And then Ukulele and the Impossible Layer is on December 10th as well. And that's Android console and PC. So it's a big month. And that's only just through the first week and a half. So, yeah, this is going to be a big month.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. What was the one that we mentioned, the third one, Vern? The one with the girl and the guy.
Haven?
Haven. Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, Haven looks really cool. Yeah, that's one of the standouts. I would say Haven, Dragon Quest XI is a really great one. Call of the Sea, which is a Series X and S enhanced game coming out, which they showed the first time they showed off the Series X gameplay, whatever. That looks pretty neat. And then, let's say other than that, Greedfall's a cool one. I heard really good things about that. And then Ukulele and the Impossible Layer is a pretty great platformer from what I've heard. So.
Oh yeah, and Rage 2 is a cool one too. That's a
but that's mainly to play in xCloud, but yeah, it's still cool.
Yeah, really good. I mean,
so that's a good week and a half, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty more to come.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, it kind of sucks because like the games of gold are so bad that this kind of had to make up for it, I guess. But
I don't think they have to make up for games with gold. I mean, Game Pass is its own thing, and you're either getting Game Pass or you're not, And games with gold is just a little bonus, and they've given up on that for the most part for the last couple of years. So I don't know if you're expecting something big from games with gold, then you're living in a different time period or something.
Yeah, I just feel like they should maybe restructure that whole thing now. Like it's a little extraneous compared to because you can see all their efforts going to Game Pass for getting all these other deals for these games. Sorry. So I don't know. It just looks like Games of Gold are just kind of limping along, which is kind of a bummer because that's also it's still part of a paid online service.
I think that's the plan, is to just have it limp along until they decide to go ahead and just cut the paywall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think will happen sometime in the next couple of years. Because, Game Pass just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And once Game Pass is to a certain subscription level, that's when they'll just cut requiring gold for online play, is my guess.
Yeah, once they can make the value so insane that you just don't want. You'll pay for gold. Well, for Game Pass, no matter what.
Right, and they'll just roll it in a Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been using the Game Pass Ultimate. Although if I got the gold by itself, I could get that for cheaper and then just, I don't know, get some sort
Buy
of
all
deal.
your games?
No, well, that, and then also like maybe just find some sort of deal to upgrade it again to Ultimate.
For the dollar deals. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's harder to do.
It's harder to find. Yeah, because if you're a member already, you already have like that deal, so or you use it up already. But we'll see. I mean, I'll be curious to see what they do with Xbox Live in the future. With like what you guys regards to like the pay for the online, whether they're
just gonna make it go free, man. They're gonna make it go free. It's gonna happen. It's just about when. It isn't about if.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's say if they can get like 80% of the people on Game Pass and only 10% are still paying for gold by itself, you just kill that program.
And then anyone who has that, give them time to use on Game Pass.
They got to get rid of it though.
That way, they don't have to make deals for games with gold. They don't have to hold it, and then they also get the marketing push of like, hey, we don't require.
Hey, we have free multiplayer. Yeah.
But it has to. You have to get the majority of people on the Game Pass before you can push that.
And they're headed that way.
Yeah,
they're definitely headed that way. I mean, the growth has been incredibly fast, and I'm sure by the end of this year,
a couple months
it's
ago,
very...
it was 5 million or almost 10 million. They were taught like just insane amount of Game Pass subscribers. It's just going to keep growing for them. Crazily enough. I mean, to the point where like half of Twitter is asking when is Game Pass coming to PlayStation? When is Game Pass coming to Nintendo?
Well, no, back in September 21st, it was 15 million, and that was up from 10 million back in April. So I bet they're going to be over 20 million before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So that's a big number. Once it gets up to around 30, I have to imagine that's about the time they'll just cut gold.
Yeah.
Does gold, what is that, 40 or something around?
Yep.
So,
and I bet they're including Game Pass subscribers into the gold subscriber count because it is a mix for Ultimate.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That 15 million number is Game Pass, though, not Game Pass Ultimate. So.
No, I know, but I'm figuring the majority of Game Pass at this point is Ultimate members, and
other than PC, PC probably not, but yeah.
But you're gonna see people flow over to it, yeah. I would imagine, but all right. Another bit of news: Microsoft has acquired video game tournament tool Smash GG as MSN expands esports footprint. This was provided by Josh, Infinity Line. It says Microsoft has acquired the esports organization tool Smash GG, according to an announcement by MSN's new esports hub. Smash GG confirmed the acquisition with a small blurb on its front page. Smash GG bills itself as a self-serving esports platform offered as a free service to the owners and organizers behind gaming tournaments worldwide. It offers an easy way for fans and players to find, enter, and follow gaming competitions, along with software that automatically generates competitive brackets. While it is most strongly associated with head-to-head tournament fighters like Street Fighter and Smash Brothers, as its name would suggest, Smash GG also provides services for games in other genres such as Rocket League, Fortnite, Valorant, and other mobile card battlers, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Duel Links. So yeah, I think we touched on them expanding into kind of just tournament stuff like a couple weeks ago. So it's no surprise that they're gonna just start picking it up because it really is them entering the Twitch space, even if maybe from a different angle. Like they don't at the point where they try to buy Twitch, well, in the sense that they bought Mixer and tried to do that and it failed on them. So why not just become the platform that Twitch relies on to broadcast everything off of and hold the tournaments and show everything off, and that way you have your logo on every Twitch stream, making money that way. I mean, it's kind of becoming the middleman by becoming the platform. But yeah, it's cool. We'll see if it takes off or not. But if it'd be funny to see Microsoft being the one that hosts like Smash Brothers tournaments and every other tournament under the sun. I don't know. What is y'all's take? I'm not super into like competitive tournament stuff.
Well,
so
I mean, I like the games that they play. I just don't want to be in a tournament like that just because competition is very, very fierce, especially like fighting games. Like I can play Smash, but I don't know if I can compete with someone that's been playing it like how I play Call of Duty or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's cool. I like to see Microsoft game. I want them to have a game that they make. You know what I'm saying? That they would need that for, but I'm not sure.
Like Halo?
Yeah. Well, Halo, they got their own tournament, but I mean, it's not as big as Smash. And then it's kind of coming back because of Master Chief Collection a little bit, but it's not on the. It's not like Smash. It's not on the same level.
Well, they haven't had a big Halo release in years.
Well,
so
I would argue that Master Chief Collection and them remastering and like adding the skins and all the cool stuff they're doing with it is making Halo more relevant. But in my opinion, I don't really care about the old games anymore. I want them to do that with the new game.
Well, I know. Well, the reason I was bouncing off of that is like Halo 5 when they were doing all the DLC and all the not DLC. I shouldn't say it that way. All the microtransaction or packs or whatever that was going towards tournaments. Yeah. Well, a portion of it was going towards tournaments, and I could definitely see Halo Infinite kind of going the same route, and this would be something that would help that, like pushing tournaments. And I don't know. I've never seen Smash GG, so like I said, I don't follow too much tournament stuff at all. But it's exciting to see them push forward and try to make it bigger.
It is. Well, let's hope that they keep it and the same caliber it is now. You know.
Well, it isn't going to be an Xbox company. It's going to be an MSN company. So it's not going to be like Bing was, where they try to integrate it and stuff like that. I think. So I think they'll just let it remain kind of as is
to do its thing.
To do its thing, yeah.
And then like I said, like them being able to put their marketing on top of it, just to kind of prop it up and push their name out there some more. I mean, I don't think you're going to see like a Smash GG tab in Halo or something like that. It's just going to be more like, hey, we can host a tournament and y'all have all the kind of networking already done. We're just going to buy up and push it out further. But by just pushing capital into it. Let's see. I don't have any other news unless anybody has anything else.
Got some new Series X and S patches that came out. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege just got a patch, which improves the graphics and also includes a 120 frames per second version mode. State of Decay 2 finally got its official X and S patch today. Largely unchanged, honestly, but it runs really well. It runs really nicely. I believe Madden NFL 21's getting one really soon, right? In the next week or so?
December the 8th, I think.
Something like that, yeah. And then Assassin's Creed Valhalla got a fix, sort of. They dropped the dynamic resolution a bit, as far as resolution is concerned, which lets it hold the 60 frames per second a whole lot better and not as much VSync. So that was a good change they made. So other than that, not a whole lot of stuff other than some clickbait articles and stuff.
Madden and FIFA both get their updates on December 4th.
4th, okay, so probably tomorrow night or something, or or it might be the morning of the 4th, the way things work out a lot of the time. So that's cool.
Yeah, and the State of Decay 2 one is really good because it looks really good in 60 frames now. Like, and
it's finally not janky anymore.
Right.
It finally feels finished. Like, they finally, it's done now. So that's good.
Yeah, they also added another friggin' difficulty, lethal. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like,
if you're a big fan of State of Decay, They have supported that game like no other, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Sea of Thieves got some big announcements today, actually.
Yeah, it was like a season, like the seasonal type of content thing. They're adding.
Yeah, let me pull up the article. There's some good stuff that was just released for that was just announced for Sea of Thieves. Here we go. Okay, so the first season's beginning in January, and they're going to be 3 months apiece. There's also going to be featured in live events during each new season, and each season will have 100, levels. So it's essentially a battle pass, but they're calling it the Plunder Pass, which is pretty cool. And besides that, they said they're not going to really do much more with the PvP mode, because like 97% of the people playing Sea of Thieves are in the adventure mode. So it's not meaning they aren't going to support it. They're just not going to continue to futz with it, Yeah. And outside of that, the Festival of Giving is going to start on December 9th. So that was some pretty cool news. They also announced that I believe 11 million people played Sea of Thieves during the year of 2020. This isn't like for the entire time the game has been out. This is just for 2020. It was the biggest year for Sea of Thieves. 2019 was bigger than 2018. 2020 was bigger than 2019. So the game just keeps growing and growing as far as the player base is concerned. So Sea of Thieves is in pretty damn good shape right now, and I think what it needs is a new expansion, like a world expansion. And for a while, there's been a rumor that they're going to be doing something with mermaids and underwater. So, if I'm guessing the next big land expansion is going to be a below the sea, expansion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they said they're supposed to make mermaid enemies or something, or
I don't know. They've just been hinting a lot that it's going to be a kind of a deep sea expansion when that happens. So my guess is that since they've been pretty quiet as far as new content outside of missions and stuff and bug fixes and things like that, that's probably going to be revealed sometime within the next few months or something, I'd guess.
You think it'll be like an Atlantis type of thing, like where
I really don't know. That'd be really cool though. That'd be really cool.
Got a bubble breathing device or whatever.
Well, you figure, I mean,
you're stealing Futurama's idea.
The world's pretty big. If you try to expand it more, like to the sides and north and south, then it'll just be ridiculous. You won't run enough players. It's just going to be too much ground to cover. But I guess if you make things more vertical, which is what they would be doing if you did an undersea expansion, then it kind of solves that a little bit,
Sky Pirates. That's all I'm saying. I think balloons.
Cool. Yeah.
Sky Pirates.
Air of Thieves. Sky of Thieves.
Sky of Thieves.
Sky of Thieves. I'm down with the Sky of Thieves or Skies of Thieves.
Yeah, you could put
that'd be pretty cool, but it would probably be the same game pretty much, just with airships. So I don't.
Well, no, I'm saying don't even change the game. Just add it in. Just you. Take your sails and make a metal blimp.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That'd be perfect for a Skies in Arcadia like tie-in or something. It'd be amazing. Sega partnership, kind of like what Fortnite does. I also think they just need to add more enemy types. Like when's that crab coming up, man? It's been forever.
Yeah, the crab's been on picture for too long.
If it goes underwater, I mean, that's going to be your new enemy types. All
crab people.
Possibly, and mermaids and shit and all that,
Nah, man. I want King Crab. I want to fight that dude.
Oh no, you'd still have to have a King Crab. Like you'd have to have that. That'd be like a big battle thing. Maybe the crab people are fighting the mermaids, and you gotta, pirates get thrown in the mix.
Like a world event, like similar to what they did with the Megalodon. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but bigger.
Yeah. Then crab people, like your Davy Jones and stuff, or something like that. I don't know. That's more like a squid dude, but yeah, a lot of potential, man. A lot of good stuff. There's also that November update we got for the Series X with the OS. We got more.
The backgrounds, the animated backgrounds.
Yeah,
all the
they're pretty
different ones
nice.
you can choose from. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, and I think you can change the color of them as well, which is cool. I like the 360 one as well. That has like the ring, the ripples.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick,
The one I have,
Josh wanted
yeah,
to
yeah.
say they should add a water spout or twister and takes
Oh
you up to the
yeah.
heavens, and they should also have one piece crossover that some grab, some Asian
Oh,
organize.
dude,
A
that'd
one
be
piece
so good.
crossover would be great. I'd play as any character. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, so much good licensing that they can do with that. Like it's just so cool. Pirates theme, you know, it's natural.
I'd buy a one piece boat. That's all I'm saying.
But it's pretty crazy. Sea of Thieves was their biggest hit of the generation.
Yeah, pretty much. It is,
and you can all thank, what was that streamer that was just fucking with people?
Oh, Summit, man.
Summit, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much Summit made their biggest game.
Summit 1G.
That's nuts.
Like,
yeah. Also, they added the auto HDR tag, which like when you press the menu button, I mean,
oh yeah, you can see if the game is using auto HDR or not.
Yeah, it's very useful because I used to just I'm like, does this have auto HDR? And I used to like go out and then go back in and see if it activates again because I'd be forgetting.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't mean nothing against you. I think I forgot who said. I think it was Jeff Grubb said it. It's good for dummies. I'm a dummy, and yeah, it's one of those things. Like, is this auto or is this real HDR? Okay, it's real HDR.
Yeah, because it'll pop up, but you don't always notice it. Like sometimes you just kind of
smashing your way through. Yeah.
I don't know. Ukulele uses it. The auto HDR on Ukulele, the first one, is actually quite good because it's it kind of tones down some of the like the crazy like almost neon colors it has on the standard like colors. So I think that's one of the games that actually benefits. And Doom Eternal is good too, but it kind of mutes some colors in that one as well. Like
I think it looks fantastic in the two games I've noticed that what's been great in has been Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah.
Looks awesome. Wolfenstein 2. Oh, 3 games I will say. Killer Instinct. It's so nice to have auto HDR in that game.
Oh, I haven't tried that one.
Oh, it looks freaking awesome, man. And if you put that on the SSD, it runs a whole lot better too. And then runs like as far as loads and stuff, you know. And then Code Vein, which I talked about previously, feels like a remaster.
Oh, that didn't have HDR before?
No, it didn't have HDR before, and it was 4K with a unlocked frame rate that kind of hovered in the 30s, you know. So because it's unlocked, it runs pretty much at 4K 60 now with the auto HDR. So, like I said, it feels like a remaster almost. It's really nice now.
Yeah, very playable now.
It was playable before. I mean, I beat the whole game and 100%ed that thing pretty much. Yeah, it's just way better now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so definitely those games. And what else? They said something about XS badges, but I thought those were in already. I don't know why.
Like what?
The Xbox, the Series optimized for Series XS badges. I thought they were there already. I don't know why they're.
I think it's people in the preview program always had them, and it was one of those. I don't know. Like they talked
Maria
about adding
had them on hers at launch though. So
yeah, I did too. Like that's and
that's
I just subscribed to being part of the beta program again on my console like yesterday. Because I was like, yeah, I wasn't in the beta program on the Series X, so let me go ahead and redo it. But yeah, they were like, yeah, we added the Series X and X badges. I was like, I've had them since launch. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, unless you're talking about, because they also say that you can filter the X Series XS games. Maybe that was new. I'm not sure. Maybe
I've been able to do that from launch too.
So I don't know. That's a weird thing to add to the update.
Oh, you can also pre-install games coming soon to Game Pass, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
You've been able to do it on your phone for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those achievements.
But they added that into like the menu of the menu of the particular game, you know.
Yeah. It should. It should have been there like almost all generation. I think. Like,
yeah,
it's been one of those like, yeah, I just want to pre-install. Like, I want to get that shit ready to go.
Yeah, There's that, and then they also they added achievements to the game activity tab, so you can see your next achievements, I guess, or you're just your. So that's good. It says add family member accounts during setup. What is that?
I mean, there's really not that much they have to do to the UI at this point. I think it's in really good shape.
Yeah, it's pretty feature rich.
Yeah. People have, not to dish on PS5, but people are getting a little upset about a few of the features, like having to go 4 steps to turn off your console, or like it's just, I don't know. I think they made the right choice.
And if you don't want to use the HDR wrapper, you have to turn off HDR completely. You know.
Yeah, it's
not like auto HDR like on Xbox. It's just a wrapper, so you're kind of like how Netflix works, you know, which is not ideal for backwards compatible games that don't have HDR.
Yeah.
Or games that just don't have HDR that are even new. So that's my biggest gripe. I wish I could set it to where it would go back and forth depending on the game you're playing.
Yeah, it's weird because they handled it pretty well on the PS4. They had them like each catered to each game. I think you could turn it off in the game
independently. Or
yeah. But before they didn't run the UI in HDR, and I think that this is their way to make it so you never switch back and forth, causing handshake issues, which I get, but it'd be nice if they made an option for people who don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some issues with the Series X, but I don't think it's related to that. I've had like flickering.
No, I'm talking about PS5.
Right, I know, but I've had some weird issues with the Series X with flickering and
well, that's largely a TV issue. If that's for the most part.
I mean, I've tried different things. I've had to lower it to 8-bit and then restart it, so that's worked. So I'm gonna try to go back to 10-bit again and restart it. Maybe that'll help as well.
Well, it depends if your TV supports 10-bit. Like it's
yeah.
That could be a big issue.
Most of the issues people run into are TV issues or issues with HDMI 2.1 being a very new format, you know. So that stuff will all get worked out.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know whatever. If I can work that out, but yeah, the HDR stuff, it's cool. Like I like the way they handle it on Xbox. I mean, besides that, what other stuff? I mean, there's new stuff coming out. There's Phoenix. What's it called? The Ubisoft. What is this thing called?
The one that used to be called Gods and Monsters.
Yeah, it's what is it? Oh, Mortals. Yeah, Mortals Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
That's December 3rd. Haven, that we talked about December.
Yeah, 3rd. That'll be out tonight in about 2 hours. So
nice. Yeah, that's soon. Twin Mirror, that's out already. I heard it's not that great. That's the Don't Nod.
Yeah, Don't Nod hasn't been on a roll lately. I mean, Tell Me Why was pretty good, but I think people liked Vampire a lot, or Vampire, however you pronounce it. But I don't know. They haven't put out that hit yet, you know?
Yeah.
Since Life is Strange which was pretty big for them.
Yeah, I wish they were able to release Remember Me on Back and Pack. That was a cool game. I mean, that's very different. I mean, they're not.
Well, that's up to Capcom.
Yeah, I know. But it's kind of cool because it shows that they're not just those type of like adventure.
Well, Vampire is also.
Yeah, so those two games kind of show their chops off. Like, they can do combat and just
right.
Yeah, those type of games. Also came out as Chronos Before the Ashes. That's like a prequel to Remnant.
That's Gunfire Games, right? The ones who did the Darksiders 3.
Yeah.
And
yeah, they're good developers. So I picked it up. It was like on sale for $23 pre-orders. It's pretty cool. I mean, the combat's very slow. It's
a Dark Souls type game, right?
Yeah, I think they converted it from like a VR game. I think I'm not 100% sure on that. I think they converted it, so that's why it's kind of more
simplistic. Yeah.
You can't break like boxes and stuff like that, which kind of sucks. But
that's pretty bad. Yeah.
But it's very simplistic. I guess that's why they're charging so little. There's one sort of minor glitch. Like there's like the character select is very pixelated. It looks like a 720p image, which is weird. But the rest of the game is like in super sharp 4K. But I mean, it's a nice little adventure. So it's if you want like a little pre-Fable type of thing.
Man, it's getting trashed on reviews.
Oh, really?
Sort of. It's at about a 66 on OpenCritic right now. I think it's just they're all saying it's like mediocre.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I guess if you're into the lore for the Before the Ashes thing, then it might.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, you might just want to stick to that other one.
Well, what is it? The lore. What is it connected to? Is it connected to another franchise?
Yeah, Remnant from the Ashes. That's the other
MMO.
No, it's the.
Oh wait, the Dark Souls like gun game, right?
Gun game, yeah, exactly.
Oh, so that's why it's called Before the Ashes. So it's like a prequel to Remnant.
Yeah, and it's a different publisher, which is interesting. I think it's THQ.
Same developer though.
Same developer, yeah. So it's kind of split between the publishers, which is interesting. But yeah, because it takes place before like the first games. I mean, you play like the person who turned evil, and kind of is tied to the first one, to Remnant. So I haven't gone fully through it, but it's cool.
Well, that's pretty cool for people who are into that. That's
yeah,
probably a fun game to get to play for people who like the story. I've never really played much of Remnant from the Ashes, but I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Oh yeah, it's a cool game. Yeah, it could do. The on co-op is really fun. Yeah, and Dragon Quest, like you mentioned, we're on December 4th. It's coming out for if you don't have a Game Pass. What else here? John Wick Hex, which was out on PS4 before, but it's coming out now.
NPC a long time ago.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess because of the developer, Bethel Games.
They're small. They can only release one at a time. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like what I've played of that one. It's not bad.
Is it like a Hotline Miami type of game?
No, it's kind of turn-based strategy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It does seem like that type of game that should be. I feel like Hotline Miami should be.
But it's really cool and stylized, and it's pretty simple. So don't go expecting, a really complex game, but it's cool what I played of it. And I mean, obviously fun for people who are into the John Wick storyline.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's actually John Wick.
Yes.
Oh, and it's what kind of game? What'd you call it? Turn-based RPG?
Kind of turn-based strategy RPG, like XCOM or Gears Tactics, but much more simplistic. Is the way I describe it. So.
And it's pretty old. I've never heard of this.
It came out last year on PC, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, October 8th, 2019 on Windows and Mac OS. Came out on PlayStation 4 on May 5th this year, and now Xbox One and Switch comes out on December 4th. But it is a strategy game.
Interesting.
And it's actually a prequel to the film series.
Right.
Okay.
What else we got?
There was one other thing I was going to mention. I totally forgot what it was. I guess get back to me.
Oh, you're good. Can we talk about media?
Yeah. I heard somebody has finished Black Clover.
Well, it's not over yet, of course.
Well, I mean, caught up.
Yeah, I'm fully caught up on the anime, and it's awesome. I would say that if I sing this before I sing One Piece and My Hero, I would think this was the greatest thing ever because it's like the best combination of both. Like it pulls from those two series so much that it reminds me of them. But
it's well written, I would say. Yeah,
it is real. It's very well written, and it has like its own. I don't know what you would call it, but like in One Piece, I guess end goal. like in One Piece, it's the Pirate King, and My Hero, it's the number one hero.
Yeah.
And then in this, it's the Wizard King, and then it also has like like they have they have their own like saying. It's really cool. Like the contrast between the two other shows and mangas are really, really, really good. I really enjoy it a lot though. So if you like those two shows, I would 100% recommend watching it. Like, watch that shit. It's really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it. Also, I watched another show since I talked to you last time, Dustin. Watched another show on Netflix called Blood of Zeus. It's animated. I think it's going to be another season, but there's only one season out right now. It is, it's great. It's like a different take on, Zeus's bastard kids.
Okay. So, yeah, I heard about this. Yeah, I heard it was really good.
It's really good. It's very graphic. It's not for kids. Bloody as hell, but it's awesome. I really, really, really enjoyed it. So if you got Netflix and you want to see something, very colorful, it's got it's in HDR and 4K and shit, so it's dope.
Sweet.
That was good animation.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. I didn't look and see who made it, but it's very short too. It's only like because Netflix made it. I thought it might be hour-long episodes or whatever, but they're only like 26 minutes episodes or whatever. But it's awesome, man. It's really cool. I wasn't expecting it to be good, but it was on, I think, the popular or trending tab or whatever. So I had just finished Black Clover, so I checked that out. So anyway, those two shows I watched, put a lot of time into those. Also watched one other show, not an anime, but still a good show, The Undoing on HBO. Anybody seen that?
No.
No, that's a really good show too. It's a murder mystery.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So if you need, it's only 6 episodes, it's a miniseries, so not a lot of commitment. So if you want to watch something that'll take you about 6-7 hours to get through, one day or a couple of days or a weekend, it's a good show to watch. Recommend that. Highly recommend. Also recommend Sharp Objects, also on HBO. If you got HBO, another really good show.
Is it on HBO Max?
I don't think you need Max. As long as you got HBO Go, it's on there.
Well, they're getting rid of HBO Go. It's on HBO Max. HBO Max is their new product. Yeah.
Okay. So HBO Max.
Okay, so they're like blending everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting rid of Go and Now, and everything's just gonna be HBO Max now.
And they're about to get a bunch of subscribers on HBO Max in a few weeks.
Oh hell yeah!
What's coming up next?
Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
1984 is going to be on HBO Max.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. They should have been doing all this time. Like, just do a simultaneous release. I mean, at theater to get people happy, and then you got the people at home. I know it's like risky, but at this point,
well, I mean, that's all they can do at this point because of COVID. So
yeah, exactly. So it's like
they're not that over, right?
Like extra, you mean?
Yeah.
No, it's just going to be released. No, it's going to be released.
No, it's part of it. Yeah.
You don't have to pay. Like Disney did, buy our subscription and pay $30. So I know where you're coming from.
That was scummy though. Like for Disney, I was like, come on, man. You're paying for.
They had to make up that money. I'd imagine.
I don't hold it against them, man. They spending all that money on these things, and this virus made it so people can't even go, and they can't make that money.
Yeah, where I live at, they closed down all the movie theaters because they're all Regal.
Oh, they're closed down everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have a regional chain here where I live, and I don't know if they're going to survive. So,
yeah, it's going to be a theater apocalypse if it's not already. Yeah. And then I'm sure they'll bounce back, but they're probably going to be on their different. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? But
I don't know if they'll ever bounce back completely. But
well, nobody's going to bounce back, but somebody will come. They'll probably file for bankruptcy or something. I'd imagine.
Well, no, I see the movie industry shifting toward more home video now because of this.
But somebody could come through and buy up all those theaters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
just
push the model. Yeah.
Or they could all merge into like a mega theater chain, and then kind of well after all the stuff kind of maybe.
Well,
gets
most of
better,
them are
hopefully.
owned by Regal or
Or
yeah. So
AMC.
Regal will just they'll just sell them off, and so you'll just have smaller chains.
Yeah, it'll go away for a while, and then it'll come back like once things are better.
I'm
and
pretty sure Regal's done, right? Isn't Regal done?
Regal's done. Well, they sold a ton of theaters, but they as a company they still exist. They just are pretty much churning everywhere. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how all this wraps up for theaters.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Also, I want to mention before I forget, the all the Netflix shows and stuff, the Marvel shit, they all got the rights back. So
they're all moving to Disney, huh?
I'm not sure what they're. I mean, I hope that's what happens.
Well, I think Netflix.
I know for sure that. Go ahead.
Well, sorry. I think Netflix keeps the rights to show the stuff they made, but then Marvel has their own. Now they can make their own TV shows of their own properties.
Well, they've always owned the characters, but now Netflix, as always, still owns the episodes they made.
Right.
Yeah. So like that Daredevil, that everything that's Netflix's. But then as long as Disney doesn't, they can use the same actors and the same characters and the same unit. They just can't reference or like play off of the Netflix shows because Netflix owns the shows.
Well, apparently, Marvel has reached out to the actor of Daredevil to retain his role because they want to put a Spider-Man movie.
No, they totally should. Yeah,
that's the best show they've ever had. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
but Netflix still owns. Awesome. Netflix owns the shows they shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like they own all those episodes.
When you say that, do you mean like the actual stuff that's on the
season 1 through 3? They own.
Netflix owns that. Yeah. So they can, as long as they don't reference it, and they just say, "Hey, here's Daredevil," and they just continue forth.
Apparently, the rights expired, so Disney could actually do a season 4 now.
Can they?
Okay. Yeah, that's what
I think so. Yeah, I'm reading an article about it right now.
No, but the shows aren't going to come off of Netflix, right? Like they
won't. They can stay on Netflix. But 2 years after the death of Daredevil, the rights now revert back to Disney. But apparently, it isn't clear exactly what can be done. So no one knows for sure if they could do a season 4 or if they have to do a brand new Daredevil,
Yeah, I think they should just keep the same cast and just not,
They might not be able to legally. That's what people are wondering. Yeah. It's up in the air. So
right. Well, apparently they've reached out. The actor said
that's cool.
And the guy that plays Kingpin,
yeah,
he's saying that he's trying to get people to, on Twitter and on social media to, you call it change.org, whatever, whatever the fuck it is that you do when you sign your name, petition. That's what it is.
Yeah,
petition to show that you still want the show or whatnot. So Disney.
I'd love to see it. Daredevil out of all the Netflix shows was in my opinion, was the best Netflix show. Like they killed it and great cast, good storytelling.
I really enjoyed also Painkiller. Jesus Christ, I want to ruin.
Talk about Jessica Jones. On all those drugs.
No. I do like.
I liked Jessica Jones season 1. I thought season 2 was pretty weak. I didn't like Iron Fist at all.
No,
I like Daredevil, and I like the first season of Luke Cage. Second season didn't really grip me.
There was a moment in the first season of Luke Cage where I would call him the villain, but he didn't turn out to be the villain. He steps in front of that Biggie picture, and the crown goes over his head. That shit was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Infinity Line wants to know about Punisher. Punisher
was awesome too. I didn't see season 2 though.
Yeah, the season 2 of Punisher is probably, in my opinion, is the best one of all the Marvel shows.
Nice, I have to watch it.
I'd say season 2 of Daredevil, which AKA is season 0 of Punisher, if you want to be honest about it, is the best.
Yes.
That is the best of all the Netflix stuff.
But what I was going to say is they also are saying that they offered his role back to him. Disney did.
Yeah.
Disney offered the Daredevil his role and the Punisher his role.
Nice.
And then the Kingpin guy is saying that I guess because he knows, he's saying that he wants his job too, I guess, and he wants to continue the show. I guarantee that's probably the biggest role he's had in a long ass time. That actor. I've seen him on a couple other things. Isn't he like in DC
He's Gomer Pyle. He is part of. I mean, that's probably what he's most well known for is Full Metal Jacket. He's the guy that blows his brains out at boot camp. But
I'm saying currently, that's like
currently, like what is it? CSI. I think he's on one of the CSI shows. He's been on forever.
He was on Criminal Intent, I believe.
Oh,
right?
Or
maybe
he's on Criminal.
Yeah, like he.
Oh no, it wasn't CSI. He was on Law and Order, wasn't he?
Was it Law and Order?
I think it was Law and Order Criminal Intent.
So.
Well, I don't know why he wants it so bad. Then I guess he likes punching people.
No, it's a great role.
Like, it was Law and Order Criminal Intent. Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, but he actually has quite a few films. He's
Well, I'd say this one must be paying him the most or something because he wants his job back.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool character, cool role, cool thing to portray.
Yeah, and he acted his ass off in that first season. He's like looking at the blank wall. It's like staring at the white wall. So he did a good job. I think he could play a Iceman. Have you guys heard about that? That serial killer Iceman?
Yeah, there's a movie about him, right?
Is there a movie? I think he would do a good job playing that role too. I've never seen that movie, but anyway, so normal. But
yeah, the guy who played Zod, Michael Shannon, I think he played him, the Iceman. Yeah.
Okay, I have to check. What's that movie called?
Yeah, I think it's called The Iceman or something like that. I mean,
oh, is it? Okay,
yeah, not to be confused with Marvel.
I don't get it. But anyway, any of you guys watch anything cool or anything?
No,
nah.
Watching.
Great British Baking Show. Caught up on now. Pretty good.
I've heard a lot about all these baking shows on Netflix. There's also the barbecue one people keep talking about.
Yeah, I haven't seen the barbecue one, but Great British Baking Show is awesome. I recommend it to everyone. It's one of those shows where everyone's nice. There's just nothing bad that happens on it in the sense that everyone's just very supportive. It's
So you're saying Chef Ramsay, this is Bargain?
No. It just makes you feel good about humanity, when you watch it. It's kind of like Queer Eye is like that as well. It's a really feel good show. I would say what's that? What's the name of the great The Amazing Race? Amazing Race is another one that's like that. I like shows like that. They're nice palate cleansers that make you feel good about people.
Nice.
Yeah, I watched Fat Man. Thought it was wonderful.
Fat Man. The Mel Gibson one.
Mel Gibson plays Santa Claus. This, I guess, best way to put it, there's a kid, like a mafia kid, that hires an assassin that also has a grudge against Santa Claus and sends him to go kill Santa Claus. And it's a gun movie, an action shooting with Santa Claus as Mel Gibson. Like, it's weird and right in all the best ways. Like, it's just stupid action movie. I'd recommend it. It's getting like trashed on Rotten Tomatoes, but its audience score is actually fairly high.
Yeah, it came out recently, right?
Yeah, you can rent it on Xbox and Apple TV and all those.
I guess they're getting trashed because of Mel Gibson.
Probably. But it's just a funny premise.
He didn't do much to help himself as a person.
Yeah. Right, yeah. That's true, man. You gotta not be a weirdo.
But with it being Thanksgiving, I ended up watching Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Love that movie. It's my always go-to Thanksgiving, Christmas movie-a-thon thing. Like I always check that out. That and what else did I watch? The Great Outdoors. I got a kind of a John Candy kick, so watch that. That's all I've been watching. And I was just it caught me. Like it was like we don't have movies like that anymore. It's weird. Well, I guess it's Lifetime movies or something, but there's like I watched Dutch. Or no, not Dutch. I watched Uncle Buck. Like and Uncle Buck is like the premise to the movie is like it's not this crazy premise. Like it's just like, yeah, somebody's parents had us, or no, a guy's brother's wife's father like had a heart attack, so he was watching the kids, and then like things happened, and there was hijinks. And it doesn't have to be like this, like, because a lot of these movies now there has to be this crazy thing that happens, and it just is like those things don't happen in these movies. And the comedy is different. It's just kind of like dad jokes and not like fucking...
Yeah, I feel like Adam Sandler's trying to keep that tradition going with all his garbage Netflix films.
Yeah, but he's just not John Candy. You know, he's
not John
not
Candy, but they're safe movies. You can put it on, you'll chuckle a few times, and then you'll forget about it. You know, in a good way.
Yeah, but like even John, like his is like 51st Dates. Oh, it has to be a girl that has a fucking brain condition, and then he has
I'm talking about the ones he did for Netflix, though. Like,
oh, I know. Well, he has
like the Bad Cowboy one.
Yeah, like Ridiculous Six was it called, and then The Hangover and all those. You know, what was the one where he plays the agent? And I don't know the names of them all.
Those are terrible movies.
Which one? That's the same. They're not good movies, but they're that kind of movie that Dustin's talking about, just not as successful.
Well, even Kevin James tried to do movies like that. The Paul Blart Mall Cop. I actually like that movie though. It was pretty fun.
You know, maybe I'm not giving credit to people, but to me, like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is just about a situation of a guy trying to get home to his family, and everything goes wrong, and he has to hang out with this other guy that is using all the towels in the fucking hotel room, or like just getting on every last nerve. Like it's just.
Let's say the Hangover. I think I meant to say the Do-Over. Hangover is kind of like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles in a way, right?
Yeah. Kind of.
In a way. Yeah. Everything goes wrong.
Has anybody else seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, or am I alone? I hope I'm not alone. It's great.
You're alone here, at least. I need to see it though.
It is like a classic.
It sounds like a Discovery Channel history document. Like I don't know. Like,
it does.
It's not.
But it's two hilarious comedians in a movie. Like that's all it is.
Yeah, I guess just the title. They should change that title, but I don't know. Maybe
the title fits the movie perfully. Like it's they try everything.
If I remember correctly.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a 91 on the Tomato, and then 87 on what is it? The audience rating. Like it is a beloved movie. But I mean, you got Steve Martin and John Candy. I got the Blu-rays to it. Like it's one of the best holiday movies. Like there's like he's sitting there and he's just getting out of the shower and it's all fucking, you know, John Candy's a big guy and Steve Martin gets out of the shower and he's just looking for a towel. You can barely see. He had soap in his eyes and he ends up like washing his face off with the guy's underwear. Just John Candy left no towels. Used every towel in the hotel room. I mean, it is a dumb dad joke, but it's fucking hilarious. The movie's great.
I'll check it out.
Good cast too. Michael McKean's in it too. Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Crazy.
And if I've never seen anybody use.
Oh, I didn't know John Hughes directed and wrote it. That's cool.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's one of the great holiday movies for sure.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I don't know. Like I think Tenet's about to come out too, right?
Yeah, it is.
I never heard of that.
It's the movie that takes place in reverse or whatever, because the guy's power goes back in time or something. I don't know. I know Danny wanted to watch it nonstop. Yeah, it's the Nolan movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to check that out. Maybe I'll rent it or something.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on HBO.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I have so many streaming services already. I don't like.
Oh, that's Christopher Nolan one. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll dump one of them. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Well, is there anything else we want to hit up? I guess we talk about what we've been playing.
Yeah. The Fortnite thing. The new season, the Galactus Event happened, which is cool. It was very short, but it was a neat little world event type of thing. So now it has Mandalorian and a bunch of other original characters in there. If you're into Fortnite,
you're on your own.
If you're 5 years old.
Yes.
Like Will.
Yes.
Or Steph's kids at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
If I caught him, I would have beat his ass.
Oh man.
All right.
I'm trying to think. What have I been playing? I don't even know anymore. Vern,
well, I finished Modern Warfare's campaign finally.
Oh, nice.
Finally got around to doing that. It was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Now I got to move on to Black Ops Cold War. It's pretty cool so far. I've also played a ton of Tetris Effect. I beat all the levels on normal, and now I'm on expert, and I'm on the final level on expert, and it is so hard. Oh.
Yeah, it goes so quick, man. It's hard.
Oh, but I think I'll be able to do it.
I did beat it on normal.
Just gotta have
about halfway on
superhuman.
Oh, you're about halfway through expert now, Dustin?
Yeah, about halfway through expert.
That's a great game. I love
the song that Maria loves to sing. I'm at that level. The fire.
Oh, level. the Indian party song, as Maria calls it.
That's that's the one I'm trying to beat right now. But yeah, it's definitely fun. Tetris.
Spent some time with the update on Rainbow Six, the new character, and trying out the Series X version. It's pretty fun. And other than that, just still playing, Modern Warfare battle Warzone,
Mm-hmm. Rainbow Six is getting more like fantastical, right? With their characters, it's not like a realistic thing much. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. I don't know.
Not really. It's always been kind of crazy, but
yeah.
I mean, it's a Rainbow Six hero shooter, is what it is. I mean,
yeah,
it's like if you took Overwatch and applied some of those elements that work and to Rainbow Six. So
yeah, so they've been more like the operators have been more like stylish, I guess, and more stylistically designed, I guess. Interesting.
I haven't seen a huge shift there. It's more like the elite skins and costumes and stuff like that would probably go there. But
gotcha.
I mean, that's a well-supported game. That's really fun still, and they're doing a good job with it. It's a great games as a service game.
Yeah, Ubisoft, and that's one of their best supported games lately. I'm surprised For Honor has been getting a lot of support too. Still,
I think there's a pretty dedicated fan base for Honor, just not big.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who play it like it a lot. I mean, it's a well-made game. It's essentially a fighting game, but in 3D.
Yeah, pretty much.
But other than that, that's about all I've been playing. I haven't put much time into my PS5 lately, so I need to. I need to get back to Demon Souls, but it's like,
How is it? How's Demon Souls?
I like it. It's just I got a lot to learn. But I like what I've played so far. It looks fantastic too. Sounds good. I mean, they did a great job with it. It's a good launch title.
Yeah.
Bugsnax is pretty fun too, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to be trying that. That's very interesting. I hope they patch God of War to have that 60. What do you call it? 4K 60.
4K mode, yeah. Right now you can only do it in 1080p, and it's just not. I don't like playing games in 1080p.
Yeah, it's hard to adjust. Like because they get much blurrier. Like I was playing Star Wars Fallen Order, and it's really smooth in 1080p, but like it loses so much detail. So like I sometimes switch between 30.
Yeah, I'd like them to go back and do that. Would be a nice one to go back and make a 4K 60 mode for. I think Final Fantasy 15 would be nice to have something like that instead of playing that in 1080p 60.
Yeah, it's super sharp in 30 though.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider would be a nice one for them to do that with. All the ones that have these unlocked 1080p game, for modes, be nice if they got 4K ones. Same goes for PUBG. So
yeah, I'd say Star Wars has the best chance because they always like for like May the 4th, they'll probably do something like that the way Mass Effect did with Andromeda when they gave the Xbox Series, One X version, like the.
Well, I think they're all hands on deck for Fallen Order 2.
Yeah. You don't think they'll do an upgrade?
I doubt it. I mean, maybe they'll unlock the frame rate and see how it goes. But I think that would be something that Microsoft does, not something that EA does.
Yeah,
because we haven't had those unlocked frame rate games yet, which they announced. Back when they announced Fallout 4 was going to get it. That hasn't happened yet, other than having a mod that does it. Same thing for Skyrim. So, I think we'll probably see some things like that over the next couple months. So it'd be cool if they can do that with some of the games I mentioned.
Yeah, they really should. I know they're dedicating it towards just making all the BC work, but I do want to see. Like, I'm very anxious to see what they're doing with the BC enhancements. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd like to see it done for some, maybe some 360 games if they could do it. And some old Xbox One games. It'd be nice if they could do it for like Forza Horizon 2 and 3. Or the original Forza Horizon on 360. That'd be nice. Sunset Overdrive, Rise.
Oh yeah, those are
Dead Rising 3. Some of those games. That'd be nice to have unlocked frame rates too.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing.
Maybe Recore. That'd be a good one to do it on.
Oh yeah. Those are good. Like, that's like good PR stuff that they can use. Like good.
Well, and games like Sunset Overdrive and Recore are games that will just play so much better at 60.
Oh, for sure.
I agree.
Recore is an action platformer, So
yeah, I played it on PC at 60.
It's so much better, yeah.
Yeah.
Underrated game, actually. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, as a platformer, it is quite amazing.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing. I don't know about you guys. I guess, Dustin, you said mainly the Tetris, huh?
Mainly Tetris. I played some Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah. Good.
Like only a couple minutes of Watch Dogs. And then, yeah, Tetris and Geometry Wars as always. But,
do you have the progression bug in Watch Dogs, or you haven't gotten that?
I have not noticed any kind of progression bug now.
Yeah, probably that's like a thing, but they haven't been patching that yet. So I don't know if you'll hit that or not.
Well, a new patch just came out like yesterday for Watch Dogs, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it addressed.
Well, yeah, they said that it wasn't in that patch, but they were.
Oh, really?
That'd be like a high priority, I guess. They said that would be the next thing, I guess.
Yeah, I've not noticed any progression bugs on my end.
Gotcha.
Guess I'm just lucky. All right, but yeah, that's all I've been playing. What about you, Will? You playing anything interesting?
Oh yeah, man! Since I got the Series X, I've been playing all the games I wanted to try out through back and bat, and a lot of good stuff. Some stuff is like the same, but ooh man, I've been playing. Let's see. I actually started playing more Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. That game runs flawlessly now on the Series X. PUBG, Apex, Mass Effect Andromeda. I tried Sea of Thieves in 60. It looks amazing.
Oh yeah, we had a good Sea of Thieves session. in Dustin. We found some new friends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks so crazy in 60. Like it's
it's very smooth. Yeah,
looks unbelievable.
good.
Yeah. I got back into Doom. I put that in the SSD, so it loads the textures quicker. And it runs quick. It looks like it's full 4K most of the time, and the HDR looks pretty decent. Although, like I said, some of the effects on this is the first Doom, by the way. Uh, like some of the effects on like the guns look a little muted. It looks a little weird, but overall looks kind of good. Like the HDR is not too bad. Ukulele, I've been using Gravel is a racing game that's using Unreal Engine. Really cool looking, really nice looking. Now full 60 instead of like 45 frames and stuff like that. So similar to Code Vein, like Vern was saying. What else? Drake Hollow, which is in Game Pass. It's like a Fortnite-esque type of game. Soul Calibur. I tried the Final Fantasy Windows Edition. It runs really good on 30. Well, 30 is a bit rough, but it's super high res and no tearing. So that's kind of almost like the definitive console now. Gears 5 looks amazing. Yep. Star Wars Fallen Order. He's playing that. Sekiro. That's another really nice performing now. Nier runs really smoothly now. Namada. I tried a little bit of Ghost Runner. Yeah, sure. I tried Ghost Runner. It's a cool game. Very much like it's like a 3D version of Katana Zero. So it's pretty much like that. Chronos, of course, we were talking about that. Crisis Remastered runs better. I think they took off the 60 frames mode though. It's just weird for performance. So they all run at 30, just with slightly better settings and stuff like that. Hellblade runs really smooth. Submerged. Dirt Rally looks amazing. The Wolfenstein games, like the 2 and Youngblood, they have this weird facting. Like, I guess when it scales up the resolution or something, it just has a weird thing going on graphically. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, even on the One X, it just has like a weird effect going on. Yeah, I mean, I've tried out a lot of games. So, and I mean, City of Brass is also a one that really looks amazing. It's an indie like 3D like procedural roguelike thing. Yeah, it's called City of Brass. Same people who made Submerged, this Uppercut Games in Australia, and Special Ed's neck of the woods. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go too crazy with it, but yeah, I tried out a lot of games, a lot of good improvements, and I'm happy with the console. It's really awesome. Stuff you should hopefully get one soon.
I hope.
Yeah. So what you been playing?
Man, like I said before we went live, been playing Battlefield 5. Went tested that back out, just to see if I still had it, and I do somewhat. Been playing Cold War. My game share partner about it, so I've been playing a lot of Cold War, Nuketown, and a couple other the maps. Just trying it out. I like it. It's not as good as Modern Warfare to me. The engine that I think it's Sledgehammer who makes that one. The one that they use is just not as, to me, it's just not as polished as the Infinity Ward engine. It's completely different. I know they say it's the same, but it don't feel the same. Like the character models feel different.
Yeah.
Even though it's trying to look older, it doesn't look. It's just weird. But I think
I think it's Treyarch. I think it's Treyarch, right?
Oh, Treyarch. Okay.
Yeah.
Treyarch.
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, something about their games I just don't like the engine. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm not a fan of it.
Is the campaign good? You like it?
I haven't played the campaign yet, but I'll probably get it, burn through it this weekend.
Nice.
So what else have I played besides those 2 games? I know I've played something else. Oh, I've been playing Sekiro, trying to, I guess, beat the first level. Still, fuck, I don't know. It's hard.
I would save that for the Series X. It plays so much better on there.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not having a hard time playing it because the game's running bad. I just suck.
Well, it's because the reaction time is so much better with the controller as well. So like, it just feels like more responsive. So I would recommend. I mean, you could still play it. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you or anything.
No. I'm just saying. I
Yeah.
just thought you meant like it plays better, so that I'll have an easier time. I just want to say I don't.
Oh no.
I don't.
Yeah, no insult to your skill, sir.
No, I mean I feel like I'm pretty good at games, but some of them are just not for me, and I don't think that one's.
Yeah.
But I also been playing some Road Company. Still a good game. If you have not played it yet, it's free to play.
That has a Series X and S patch too.
Yeah.
It does. I know it runs at 120 frames on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Lucky. But anyway, so played that. And I'm sort of check my list. I think that's really the only games I've been playing for the most part. I haven't really had any single player games to play lately. Oh, I've been playing Halo 5 too. I mean, that's just a regular shit, too. But the notable thing was going back and playing Battlefield 5. It runs, excuse me, runs a lot better than it did. And they had like a huge patch recently, so I just went back to check it out or whatever. But no, if you enjoyed the game when it came out, I'd recommend going back and just trying it. Unless you got to download the whole game again, then I wouldn't say it's worth it. But it's still pretty fun. I also just realized that I can play the Star Wars game, the Jedi, whatever, Fallen. So I'm gonna try that out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And Mass Effect Andromeda, I never got to play that, so I'm gonna try that out.
You can skip that one, but
Really?
Star Wars.
I got it downloaded
awesome.
already because I had the trial. I'll download it.
I mean, I'll try it. I mean, I think Andromeda is not a bad game. It's still good. It's just like it's not like
it's boring.
I just missed the
it's not like Mass
I know the
Effect
gameplay
trilogy.
It's boring.
Nah, I'll still try it, Steph. I would say still try it. Ignore these two people.
Maria played through the whole game, even though she didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad game. It's just
it's just not. Yeah, it's not Mass Effect. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, but
it's like going from like a sci-fi show to HBO sci-fi show. Like it's Sci-Fi
like,
Channel. Yeah, it's they have some good ones.
It's like watching the original Star Wars trilogy and then watching the Ewok movies.
I wouldn't go so far as Ewok, but
it's like watching the new trilogy, but like a little bit better than that. Because I'm not huge on the new trilogy. I mean,
the latest one.
Yeah,
they really messed that one up.
Yeah.
They fumbled that.
They fumbled it.
They really fumbled that. Much like this podcast, we really fumbled this one. It's over.
Is the newest Assassin's Creed called Odyssey?
The newest one is Valhalla. The one before that is Odyssey.
Okay.
The one before that is Origins.
Okay, I was just looking through because they got the huge sale going on. I was going to mention a couple of games that are on sale. Overwatch is $19.
Not bad.
Yeah, although at this point you might as well just wait for.
Yeah, Overwatch 2's coming.
Oh, well,
yeah.
When is it coming? They ain't announced
one day.
That shit.
It'll probably be next year sometime.
Yeah.
It's the Legendary Edition. You get some fucking micro.
I mean, yeah, for $20, that's not too bad. If you're gonna play it a lot, yeah.
I recommend that.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to us ramble for the last couple of years. We might be back. I don't know. I'm not making any promises. Yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We do definitely appreciate you, Josh. You've been in die-hard follower the last year or so.
Yeah, Josh is
awesome.
A good dude.
Yeah,
Prophecy, of course. Everybody out there, all our regular listeners. But we will catch you on Twitter and a few other different podcasts. I take it for Steph and Will. But
yeah, we'll see.
Josh says it's been an amazing 6 years for me. Thank you for the entertainment and entertaining me with knowledge and stuff. Oh, anytime. Thank you for hanging out with us, sir.
Yeah, and it was nice if you see his little chirp thing. You know, that chirp circle thing. Xbox and Cut and all of us are all in there. So that was nice of you, Josh. That's awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Shout out to you, sir.
Shout out to you, and shout out to everybody else. And we'll catch you in the future. Peace out, everybody.
Dustin will return in a future Marvel movie.
In a future Marvel movie, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all later.
Later, guys.
All right, bye.